Ryan Cherki, Lyon to Manchester City. Cherki is technically gifted and thrives in tight spaces. He excels in one-on-ones and plays between the lines. At Lyon, he often created chances through dribbles and clever passing. His left foot is sharp and unpredictable, but his decision-making is inconsistent. He holds the ball too long and lacks off-ball discipline. His defensive work rate is poor. If Cherki adapts mentally and physically, he's a long-term project with upside. This could go either way. He may become one of the best players in the league or an absolute flop. I think it's the latter. He will be a flop. Liam Delap, Ipswich to Chelsea. Delap offers physicality, work rate, and direct movement. At Ipswich, he scored 12 and made a further 2 in the Premier League and contributed off the ball with pressing. He's aggressive and confident in duels. His link-up play is improving, but he lacks elite technical quality. In his few performances for Chelsea has looked impressive. I think he will be a good signing. Tijani Reinders, AC Milan to Manchester City. Reinders is press-resistant, composed, and quick over short distances. At Milan, he completed 90% of his passes and averaged over 5 progressive carries per game. He plays with control and can operate as a number 8 or deep playmaker. He fits City's positional play and suits Guardiola's demand for midfielders who pass under pressure. He will need to adapt to the Premier League's pace and intensity. Still, his profile matches City's system. He will be a smashing success. Ryan Ait-Nouri, Wolves to Manchester City. Ait-Nouri is a progressive fullback with strong dribbling and composure in tight spaces. At Wolves, he often moved into midfield in possession and broke lines with carries. He fits Pep Guardiola's inverted fullback role. He averaged over 2.5 successful dribbles per game and improved his defensive discipline. Still, he sometimes switches off without the ball and his positioning needs refining at the elite level. However, I believe Pep's coaching will help him fine-tune his game and he will be a success. Matheus Cunha, Wolves to Manchester United. Matheus Cunha brings pace, movement, link-up play and the ability to make something out of nothing. He thrives in transition and presses hard from the front. He scored 15 league goals and created a further 6 last season, often operating as a left 10 or false 9. He will walk straight into United first 11 and ball out. He will be a success. Joao Palhinha joins Spurs on loan from Bayern Munich. He adds experience, aggression, and ball-winning ability in midfield. At Fulham, he led the Premier League in tackles for 2 straight seasons. His defensive discipline helps break up play and shield the backline. Spurs lacked that type of control last season. Palhinha's weaknesses include his limited passing range and lack of press resistance. He also picks up yellow cards often, which could hurt Spurs in tight games. If used right, he gives Thomas Frank a strong defensive option. It's a smart short-term fix without long-term risk. He will be a good signing. Reinildo moves to Sunderland on a free from Atletico Madrid. He offers top-level experience and defensive grit. As a left-back, he thrives in one-on-one duels and tracks runners well. Under Diego Simeone, he learned to stay compact and focused. His downside is his limited contribution going forward. He struggles with crossing and build-up play. At 31, he is not a long-term solution, but for now, he brings leadership and toughness to a young team. Despite his qualities, I believe he will be a flop. Dario Eshugo, Sporting CP to Chelsea. Eshugo is athletic, aggressive, and plays with high energy. He's a ball winner who covers ground quickly. On the downside, he's still raw on the ball and his passing range is limited, and he lacks calm under pressure. He needs minutes to develop game intelligence. At Chelsea, he's a long-term investment. He won't start soon but could become a strong defensive midfielder with the right development path. He will be a success. Dean Howison completed his transfer from Bournemouth to Real Madrid for about £50 million. Howison is a highly rated young centre-back who had an impressive season at Bournemouth, which attracted Real Madrid's interest. He is known for his defensive solidity, positioning, and potential to develop into a top-class defender. His signing will bolster a Real Madrid defense that have been decimated with injuries over the past few seasons. It not only boosts the defensive options but it aligns with their focus on young talents for the future. He will be a good signing. Benjamin Sesko, RB Leipzig to Manchester United. Sesko is tall, fast, and dangerous space. He scored 13 Bundesliga goals last season, often using his movement to get behind defenses. He's strong in the air and finishes with both feet. His link-up play is improving but still not elite. He struggles when forced to play with his back to goal for long spells. At United, he offers a direct, mobile striker profile that fits transitions. I think he will struggle in England and he will be considered a flop. João Pedro, Brighton to Chelsea. João Pedro is intelligent between the lines and presses well. At Brighton, he registered 10 league goals and 6 assists playing in multiple positions across the front line. He draws fouls, creates space, and links play. His movement is sharp, and he works hard out of possession, but he has a lot of room for improvement in front of goal. He is already off to a great start, helping Chelsea in the Club World Cup, scoring a lovely brace versus Fluminense and a delicious chip over Donnarumma in the final. He will be a success. Bryan Mbeumo, Brentford to Manchester United. Mbeumo brings pace, pressing, and versatility across the front line. He scored 20 goals and made 7 assists in the Premier League last season, having an outstanding season, being amongst the best attackers in the league. At United, he adds movement and energy in attack, and he will elevate the front line. He will be a success. Anthony Elanga signs for Newcastle from Nottingham Forest. He brings pace, direct running, and counter-attacking threat. At Forest, he scored 6 goals and made 11 assists in the league last season. He stretched defences and created space for others. Newcastle need more speed and width in attack. Elanga fits that need. His first touch and decision-making remain inconsistent. He also fades in games without space to run into. Still, he adds depth and youth to the squad. He will be a success. Kepa Arrizabalaga transferring from Chelsea to Arsenal. Kepa brings Premier League experience and good shot-stopping ability. However, his time at Chelsea was marked by inconsistency and periods of poor form, though he also had strong performances. He was good at Bournemouth last season though, and he will look to carry that form to the Gunners. At Arsenal, Kepa provides experienced competition for number 1 David Raya, with some believing he might even have a good chance of being their number 1. I think he will be a solid signing. Check out my YouTube for more content.